Hello and welcome everyone back to MotoGP Career Mode. Today we are at Asen. We're pretty much at the halfway point of the season. We do trail our teammate by a sizable margin at the moment, but victory last time out in Germany gave us a good step as he was off the podium. Before we go to the summer break, we are going to do a small development of the bike now. I did think about it. Will I go electronics? The one thing Valentino Rossi wanted for almost the 10 years of the end of his career was better ECU after they went to the Magnesium Early and the kind of standalone ECU. Or after a very high tyre consumption race in Sachsenring, I'm considering maybe going and trying to get the tyre consumption reduction. So I'm actually going to go with this, and then later in the season probably focus on the ECU for the second kind of half of the season, because we should have this after Asen pretty comfortably. So we're going to develop this one, and then we're going to go straight to Asen, hopefully continue our form. Just quickly guys, if you do enjoy today's video, if you wouldn't mind, let me know with either a like or a comment, and maybe even consider subscribing for future videos. Thanks, back to the video. So at the end of free practice 3, and I must say this has probably been one of the worst weekends so far I've had on the Yamaha. Down in P17, 1.2 off of Pecco. Second last Yamaha, the only one behind me is Valentino, who's also struggling. Even at that, there's only a 10th between us, which is worrying. The other 3 Yamahas are 4th, 5th and 6th, including Frankie Morbidelli on last year's Yamaha. I really don't know what to say. We're going into what is more than likely going to be a wet qualifying. I'm going to have to go through Q2 or Q1 in to try and get into Q2, but I feel terrible. I've such an extreme setup on that I'm having some weird moments with the bike, and I'm still not going any faster. So, yeah, worrying times considering Fabio's only 3/10 off Pecco. So yeah, it's going to be. Oh, it's going to be difficult to get into Q2, especially in the wet. Maybe it'll be exactly what we need to take the pressure off, but even then, I'm really not sure of the fact we're all the way down in P17. It's going to be a difficult one, but we're up for the challenge. We're going to see. Hopefully, in the race, comes to me a bit better, but I just don't even feel like I have any good race pace. It's just one of those weekends where it just doesn't seem to be working. So we'll see what we can do, but a bit worrying at the moment. So it is a wet track. It's currently raining, so that might benefit me towards the end of the session, but not too sure how I feel about the rain. Not been strong yet on this Yamaha in the wet, so it might be another tough session this. As it stands, 2 minutes left in the session, just about hit the track. We're down at P8, that would be P18 if we finish here. Shows pretty much again in the wet, it's not working for me. Can't stop it, can't turn it, can't get out of the corner, feel like I have no drive. To be fair, the fact I'm only 0.6 off in the wet is actually an improvement. But, yeah. We're going to have to give it one more lap and hope, but I don't know. I don't really know where the rest of the lap time is going to come from, because I'm pretty much at my limit everywhere, it feels like. So we're going to maybe try a lap where we don't push as hard and see if we find, realistically, we're going to have to find the 7/10 that we're back to kind of go through between Martin and Lecona's only 10th, so we're going to need to be pretty much nailing it. So we're going to give it one more push lap and hope for the best. Unfortunately, we did not improve. Marini has gone through. Jorge Martin, so 2 Ducatis have gone through. We are starting P20 on the grid. Yep, you heard me correctly, P20. Don't really know what to do with the setup, don't know what to do myself. Feeling pretty awful at the moment with the bike. Can't stop it into turn 1. It feels lethargic through the change of direction of the last chicane. At high speed, it just doesn't turn. I don't know what to do really, because there's so many things wrong with it. I can't really fix it. So yeah, we're gonna maybe just hopefully have a good start and see what we can do. But the chance of a good result really is gone. I'd imagine we just need to hope that really Fabio doesn't capitalize too much, and that we don't put ourselves out of the championship this early. So you see, Fabio is on pole, which is absolutely bliss. The only good things we've got the same tires as him, so hopefully we can kind of do something. But look at them, the amount of riders we have to get through. It's going to be a real challenge here. Yeah, it's strange. Let's see Marquez that far back. Let's hope we just don't get caught up at the start with him. Let's hope we get a good start and maybe make a good few positions up in the opening lap, hopefully. Maybe. Let's see.
Just a few minutes to go until the Grand Prix begins. Asen, the motorbike university, is once again ready to put everyone to the test.
Let's go. 5 red lights. Seems to be a good start. Risking a lot very early here, just make up positions. Grand scheme of things, up to P13 at the end of that one is not a bad start. Still could be better. The inside of Marini we go. Fairness, he sits up. Thank you, Luca. Let's now do inside of Rins. Can we hold the line? But our fast man on track. See my issue there on braking, but touch deep. Here's position again to Rins. I can see Fabio, which is something I didn't think I could say in this race. We are so over limit everywhere though, it's risky. That's all I'll say. We do have certain places on track though where we are a bit quicker. Good drive out of there. Didn't really do anything though with it. End up getting boxed in a small bit. There's inside the Rins, if he gives us room. Oh, we locked the front a small bit there for the massive chatter. Bike definitely feels better. Lunges, big lunges, 3 wide into the chicane. Getting a bit of speed, I think. Past Rins we go. Right on the back wheel of Jorge Martin, who's a bit hot in there, I think. I'm not going to attack because I usually go touch wide, which they do again, which gives me the position nicely. It's P8, so we're in a decent handful of points. Now next is Zarko, his teammate. Need to really get a good lap though to get with him. Pretty much with Zarko now. And we tough to overtake anyone ahead of me here though, because they do seem to have good pace the rest of the field. Right, with Zarko now we need to strike. Getting good drive out here most laps. This lap is no different. Just gone across the curb, probably wasn't great for my drive, but we are up the inside. Zarko tries to fight us, but we just have a bit more in terms at the moment. That is P4 up ahead of us. That wouldn't be a bad return on our race pace today, really, to get that far up the grid. We're not with them now, but it did cost me 2 warnings, just pushing the limit a small bit just to get across to them. Frankie, not really sure what tires he's gone, but he does look to be falling back, so we're going to try and dispose of him quickly. Just looks like to me he can't turn it, and we get across the front of him. Next up is the... oh, there's actually another Yamaha. And the Aprilia, of course, of Aleix Espargaro. Still think we might get a late Maverick, maybe not. But we are motoring, I feel like we're really... best part of the weekend this is for me so far, which is good, obviously. He's wide once again. The run back to the last corner is going to be very important. Bike's starting to move now, tires definitely are past us out by this. Oh, the front was gone. And still set my fastest lap of the race, which was questionable at best for me. Last lap, P5 is the objective. We are taking liberties everywhere. This is part of the track here where I am just a bit stronger. Liberties everywhere. And we're getting good punch out of here. Getting closer. Really anything I do in here. Another warning there, even though it's on the curb. But anyway, I won't question it. Oh, we're not close enough. He's pulled away through the high speed stuff. That small mistake has cost me, I'd say. We're going deep with him. We're going even deeper than him. So that's it, I'd say. We're going to go full power to the end. Maybe line something up for the chicane, but he's too far. He's going to need an amazing run. That pretty is good through this high speed. That'll be P6, I'd imagine. So right now I'm actually going to just kind of settle back, take this. After where we came from, 14 positions up in today's race is not a bad return. Another warning there again, even though I'm not too sure if I did or not, but a good recovery. Ooh, that took a lot out of me. So thankfully Jack Miller takes victory. If Fabio won, that would have been a big kind of dent in my championship, I suppose you could say. Disappointed really, because I would have came to Asen thinking that like a podium, that I would have came to Asen thinking that like I'll be in the podium hunt and I'll be comfortable and I'll be able to do something, but I don't think you'll see many of the slides, the front end tucks, but like through the fast stuff, I lost it from so much, and I was just so focused and risking everything everywhere that there probably wasn't much talking going on that race, but I was so over limit everywhere. And again, I'd made a step with the bike, which is the worrying thing. So yeah, like I felt equal to the guys around me in the high speed stuff. It was the low speed stuff where I actually felt quite good. Again, obviously I was being my usual self on the brakes, being risking and kind of just pinching yards here and there on the brakes and stuff, and that just kind of got me a couple of yards back. And yeah, P6, that was, I'm tired after that. Was a hard race for me to get P6 out of where we qualified, and I'm just happy we managed to get a decent start. That got a bulk of the positions out of the way, and then we were able to pick a couple off over the race. But man, that was a difficult one. Gone back up to 41 points to Fabio. That's not what we needed after coming down a nice chunk after Sachsenring. Fabio's just doing enough at the moment. We need to go on a bit of a run. Having races like this where or just weekends where we just have no speed is the issue. And yeah, hopefully the developments over the summer break and then the ones for the rest of the season, maybe going to run towards the end of the season, put them under pressure. At the moment, nearly 2 race wins. Yeah, it's going to be difficult, but we're going to keep trying. Thankfully, these weekends seem to be one every few. They're not a common thing, and we're still towards the front of the championship, so we're still doing well, but just slightly disappointing at Asen of all tracks. So we have a nice few weeks off now until we go for back-to-back Austria, so that's going to be a real entertaining one because it's such a dive bomb city really for that track. It's going to be really interesting to see how we get on the M1. I actually feel quite good going there because usually late brakings were quite good, especially on the Yamaha. So at Spielberg, that should probably suit me better than most tracks, funnily enough. So yeah, we're looking forward to it. I'm going to end it there for today's video. Hope you have enjoyed. If you did, drop a like, all that good stuff, and thank you for watching today. Slán go fóill.